This big list of teams in the East. The list was absolutely wild, but Sixers were number one as your best teams in the East. What's going to be their key to success?
Oh, it's going to be the connection between LeBron James and Joel Embiid. And here's the thing, right? It's more than one way to get to Walmart, okay? It's more than one way to get to Walmart. And it's more than one way. It's more than one way to use Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid has become a great passer over the last few seasons, and as we see the connection with him and LeBron in the Olympics, here we are again. Rebound, outlet. We know that LeBron James was one of the best last year for us getting out in transition. Joel Embiid unlocking a different version of himself. Here we go again. The post-entry pass. When Joel Embiid takes the crab dribble, he sees the triple team, not the double team. LeBron James great at finding the gaps, cutting off the ball. So again, everybody is talking about how is this offense going to work, but everybody is not highlighting how guys have grown up like Joel Embiid, how at times you can use him as a passer, as that point center, and we know how great LeBron James is as far as his IQ and playing off the ball.
I just looked this up. There's more than one way to Walmart. This phrase has never been used.
I literally like you just made that up. I thought you were going to say
more
skin
than
a
one
cat.
way to skin a cat.
Right.
That is a pure Perkism. That is just you, Kendrick Perkins. But to your point, there are people who react and say, okay, the Sixers team, how is it going to work? There's only one basketball. How are all these alphas going to fit together? What do you say to those folks, Monica?
Well, I think I agree with you, Perk, that it can work. I don't know if my key relationship is going to be the LeBron James, Joel Embiid thing, or the Tyrese Maxey, LeBron James, and somewhere in there you got to sprinkle in some Jaylen Brown as well. I have no doubt, though, that this is going to be a high basketball IQ group of guys. Nick Nurse is one of the more creative coaches that we've seen in the NBA, willing to do things that are so to speak out of the box, right? I just think this is going to be so fun. And the only hesitation that I have in terms of it hinging on Joel Embiid is just because of his history. Now, if he is healthy, that is a whole different layer for sure, Malika, without a doubt. But I think LeBron James allowing Maxey Edgecombe Brown to sort of run and dictate pace and not having to be a guy that carries a lot of weight because of the power of those guys, I think it's going to work well.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of how many games are going to get together in the regular season, because we know you can't just have instant oatmeal chemistry for these guys, especially at this point in their careers. You're going to need a little bit of a runway. But as we know now, there's more than one way to get to Walmart. Still to come on Mavericks, Pacers, Celtics off seasons right after this.
Los Angeles.
We got to have a little chat over dinner. Kirk, have you checked today's date? It's August 3rd.
Yeah.
8-3.
August.
So shout out Bam Adebayo's 83 points. You see how we got there? This is what an August show is all about. Bam, he started off sizzling in this game against the formidable Washington Wizards. 31 points in the first quarter.
Don't do my home like that.
Record. I mean, Monica, this was one of them ones for multiple reasons. Now to the third quarter here. Bam opens the break, finishes with a dunk. That put him at 52 points for the night. At the free throw line, knocks down the free throw. That would give him 60. Okay, time and score. Is he going to sit? No, not so fast. Bam finishes with authority there. Now he is 62. I do love that Asia Wilson was in the building and loving what she sees there. Now Bam is just chasing history. At the line, 80 points. Adebayo hits the free throw. He's now tied Kobe for second all-time. Back at the line with history on it. Bam. Another one. And now he passes Kobe. And I do love that, his family's there to see it, but he's not done. He gets one more free throw. He took 43 free throws, made 36 of them, add it all up. What's 9 plus 10? He totaled 83 points in this game. Bam even weighed in with his own tweet today, remembering it. But the list is pretty cool, no matter how he got there. Wilt, Bam, Kobe. That's it. That's the list for the highest scoring games in NBA history. And that March 2026 night, it was truly one of a kind for Adebayo, everyone watching. But he's got some new aspirations, some new goals with Giannis now on the floor in South Beach for next season. Take a listen.
We're ready to get to work. The goal is to win a championship. And, that's his mindset. We have a like mindset when it comes to that. So those conversations are really about winning. We don't really worry about the outside noise too much. we've done a lot more with less in our past years before, so we'll figure it out.
All right, Monica, Bam says the goal is to win a championship. That is why you trade for Giannis. That is why you put this team together. But what is it about this team that could be championship caliber in your eyes already?
Well, excuse me, it's no doubt about it, Malika. The defense. Perk, I should have tried to keep that one in like you did the other day. Anyway, the team's defense, yo, they not giving up no points. Well, maybe. But here we go. Here's an example of the ground that Giannis Antetokounmpo can cover as a defender. We know he's versatile. He's obviously a force to be reckoned with in terms of protecting the paint, but he's on the perimeter guarding Jimmy Butler in this case, right? And so they're going to have an incredibly switchable defense should they choose. Now, obviously, ideally, you don't want Adebayo and Antetokounmpo out on the perimeter all the time,
right?
But they can in today's NBA where screening is so prevalent, switching is so prevalent, trying to target the guy, target the soft spot in the defense is so prevalent here. They're just willing to be physical. I have no questions, you guys, about what this team is going to look like on the defensive side of the basketball. But the very practical question, and you can see a little bit of the fatigue on Bam's face when he answered that question, but everybody's like, y'all need some shooters. Both of y'all need some shooters. Like, what's happening?
And we've seen Bam's three-point numbers increase. They look a little bit better. He could stretch the floor a little bit for Giannis, but it does feel like if we're continuing the thread of grades, Perk, that maybe they still have it incomplete. That's why we heard Pat Riley said that they needed to land another plane, as coy as he may have been being.
No, I mean, you're right, but what they have is enough to get them to the playoffs, right? And Monica talked about their defense. Think about it. They have 4 guys that are all defensive, like, caliber players as far as making an all-defensive team. When you think about Bam and Giannis, yes, obviously, but Andrew Wiggins and Davion Mitchell.
Yeah.
And quick story, it's crazy because we're bringing up their defense. I had literally just got a call from Davion Mitchell's camp asking me about to send them Iman Shumpert and Tony Allen number because he wanted to pick their brain on how to become a better defender, right? So think about their mindset going into this. And again, it's going to come down to, can Bam knock down the tray ball consistently? Because we know that Giannis, over the course of his career, has thrived with guys like Brook Lopez and even Bobby Portis to a certain degree. Miles Turner, we didn't get a big enough sample size, but Bam is going to continue to have to knock down corner threes and be able to stretch the floor. But defensively, they're going to win games.
And when you think about the teams that they're going to be going up against that are at the top of the Eastern Conference, that double big could give a lot of those lineups a lot of trouble. Perk, I got to ask, internet inquiring minds want to know, since Monica brought it up, that other day when we were in the gym and you had a little, what happened?
So I was trying to stop myself from actually sneezing, and I sneezed and coughed at the same time. I was like, damn it, why did I have to be in this shot? And I couldn't hold it. It did go. I did see that video on social media.
I speak for everyone when we say we're glad that it was only a sneeze and a cough at the same time. We're going to take a quick break right here to get it together. Monica, we're going to talk about the W when we come back.
Right,
taking some stock in contenders, ranking the 3 tiers of WNBA title hope. Well, it was a wild weekend in the WNBA. We had awesome games. We had a big move at the deadline. 5-time All-Star, 2-time champ Kelsey Plum traded from the Sparks to the Phoenix Mercury. More on that coming up.